right, so this is kind of a more raw rant. I haven't even had time to really process all of this, but I seen a reel. That's where a lot of my rants come from and shit. But I seen a reel where they said somebody was on their phone and they said to match the buying power of boomers, a millennial or Gen Z or Gen A will have to make about $67 an hour. And I was like, oh, I wonder how true this is. Now, anybody who watches or listens to me knows goddamn good and well I very much so dislike boomers, and I've actually just kind of encapsulated them all together, like boomers, baby boomers, and Gen X, because all three fucking generations are the exact same. There's no separating those three. They drove different cars and had different hairstyles, but they're the fucking same at the end of the day, right? So anyway, so I started looking into it, and I went into ChatGPT, and initially chat comes back because I wasn't specific enough, and I just said, what did you have to do to match the boomer buying power on a minimum wage? And so it adjusted for inflation and blah blah blah, and it came back as like $12. And I was like, nah, I don't think fucking $12 will cover this, right? So I laid it all out, and and I said the housing market and insurance and stuff, and it came back and it was like, oh well, if you want to factor in those, then you need to you would need to make about $34 an hour. And I was like, no, I make more than that, and I'm definitely struggling. Like most fucking millennials are. I'm definitely struggling. There ain't no way in hell $34 an hour covers that shit. So I listed it out, and I said, you need to factor in the cost of health insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance, if you're lucky enough to have home. Well, I say luckily, very, very loosely there, because I wouldn't exactly say yeah, I own a home, but if you guys seen the shit that I have to fucking fix on a daily basis, it's unreal. But, and then I also put in there, I said, you also need to factor in, childcare. That's extremely expensive. That's the reason that a lot of millennials are going into homeschooling. It's I seen somewhere on a sidebar, somebody was paying $85 a week back in 1997, and it showed this check for $85 for childcare for an infant or a toddler or some shit. I was paying $475 a week for one potty trained toddler. Okay, $475 fucking dollars a week. You have to understand that. That's damn near $2,000 fucking dollars, right? Damn near $2,000 a month. That boomers weren't fucking paying, right? Boomers and Gen Xers and all of them. But so I told chat, I said, factor in that. And I said, then you also need to factor in repairs. I said, it's not cheap anymore. It's not, and I was talking about this in my, this morning's rant with calling an electrician out or some shit. You call an electrician out and it's hundreds of dollars. You call a plumber out, it's hundreds of dollars. I got to do my gray water right now, and I'm doing it on my own. Just material alone is gonna run me about $700. If I paid a fucking plumber to do this, it would be in the thousands, easily in the thousands, right? So I told chat to do that, and then I said, also don't forget appliances. I said, take into account the cost of fucking appliances, and then how often we have to repair them, right? I remember I bought, I guess I should, this is on me, I should probably just stop buying fucking KitchenAid. I'll use their damn mixer, but everything else is fucking garbage. But I bought, back in my first home when I lived in Missouri, we bought a KitchenAid, one of those 5-door fucking French door, whatever the fuck they're called. We bought a KitchenAid deal. I can't even tell you, sure as shit, almost immediately, as soon as the factory warranty ended, I had to start putting shit in it. I mean, we had fucking all sorts of problems. Fucking door seals weren't fucking sealing. We had fucking the ice maker fucking quit working. I had to sit there and keep putting fucking components in it, and then the freezer stopped fucking working, and had to put all sorts of fucking shit in there, temperature sensors, blah 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 blah. And I mean, I paid I think like $3,000 or $4,000 for this KitchenAid fucking refrigerator, and then like less than 2 years later, I was dumping hundreds of fucking dollars into it. Same thing. If you watch my other brands, I bought I didn't buy it, but we got a double oven KitchenAid, right? Like the glass top double oven right here. Literally 53 weeks to the day. 1 week out of fucking factory warranty, and I'm already putting fucking money in it, and I gotta go and put more fucking money into it. So I told chat to fucking include all of that. If you combine all of those things together, chat said anywhere from $55 to $70 an hour minimum wage to be able to do the same fucking things that a boomer or a baby boomer or a Gen Xer was able to do. 55 to 70, just basic math, before you get too hardcore into it, you double your hourly wage, and that'll be what you make in a year. Typically, it's really close to that. That's $140,000 fucking dollars. I don't make $140,000. I have 2 college degrees, graduated top of my fucking class with both of those fucking degrees. I'm school alumni and all kinds of shit. I don't make $140,000. Okay, and I'm a fucking electrical engineer, right? Like, or a power systems engineer is technically what I'm called, but like, I'm doing like tricky level shit. I know how to program in half a dozen or more fucking languages. I know how to fucking design circuit boards. I know how to fucking do all kinds of shit, and I have the work experience to do it. I don't fucking make that. So you look at it and you're like, well, why are millennials so fucking pissed off? Why do we bitch so much, as they all fucking tell us? Oh, every boomer says, well, we had it just as hard. The fuck you did, motherfuckers. The fuck you did. You motherfuckers had it so fucking easy, and you created this fucking world that we have to fucking navigate on a daily fucking basis. You created this fucking world. Like, this is all on you. And but they want to, come around and they'll try and blame us. Oh, well, you guys drink too much craft coffee and shit. Yeah, and I'll go off on this one. They'll call us out for an $8 coffee while they're choking down a pack of $8 Marlboro Reds or some stupid shit, right? Like, they don't do the same goddamn thing to try and cope with the fucking world, God fucking forbid I actually, just try and enjoy a cup of fucking coffee instead of burying myself in ecstasy or mushrooms or whatever else you dumbass fucking boomers were doing, right? But, but getting back on topic here, like, imagine that, $70 fucking dollars, and that's minimum wage, okay? So, take that into account. That's the equivalent of what a minimum wage job would do. So where is the scalability, right? Like, how does that scale to senior roles? How does that scale to college roles and stuff like that? Like, how much would you have to pay them, right, to make it the equivalent? So I guess I need to go and jump back on, and I guess I'll do a part 2 on this rant, but I'll jump back on chat when I get home, and I'm going to ask it, okay, well, what's that mean the equivalent of a bachelor's degree needs to be? Like, if you get your bachelor's degree, what's that mean, 10 years of experience should be being paid? Because the minimum wage, remind you, minimum wage, that's supposed to be intro. That was the original intro, right? Like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. They don't know if you're going to show up to work on time. They don't know. Minimum wage was no fucking benefits, no nothing. That was just like the bare minimum the fucking government required. So if we have to make $70 fucking dollars an hour, then what the fuck do college grads need to make to have the same fucking, pleasures in life as what a college grad did in the fucking boomer era, right? Like, what do they have to make? God damn, that's probably got to be in the $250,000 or more range, right? Like, you probably got to be the fuck up there. But yeah, it's just, But like I said, you know, you get all these fucking boomers that just want to call us out and say, oh, you guys are just a sniveling generation and you're just ungrateful. And like, hey, what the fuck am I supposed to be grateful for? Look at what the fuck you gave us. Look at what you handed down to us. Like, there's no fucking generational wealth coming our way. There's no fucking, you know, upsides. Not to mention, you look at how many goddamn once-in-a-lifetime events our generation has fucking been. And then, once you look past that, then we still have to go and deal with you dumbass fucking boomers because you motherfuckers can't set up a Wi-Fi password. You can't hook up a fucking, you know, Alexa device or some shit to your own fucking internet because you guys can't fucking remember it. So not only do we have to deal with the fucking world that you created, but then we still have to go and hold your fucking hand while we try and fix the world you fucking created. So, you know, I think that's kind of fucking asinine to me. So if you take all those things, if we got to get paid $70 an hour for minimum wage, just dealing with you motherfuckers in the world you created, like we should be getting compensated. Like there should be some form of compensation. Like we get a portion of your motherfucking social security or some shit just because of what you guys did to us. So anyways, that's my fucking short-lived rant right there. And like I said, I'm gonna go jump back on chat, and we're gonna figure out, you know, what the classifications actually should be. Like how much should we make, you know, being a college graduate? What should I make to have the equivalent lifestyle of what a college graduate had in the boomer era? So stay tuned, and I'll figure that one out. Thanks.